What's going on, YouTube? Hope y'all are doing good today, man. I haven't talked to y'all in a while. I haven't made a video in a little while. I've been kind of on the grind trying to get this Landstar system figured out. I'm gonna title this 90 Days with Landstar. I'm right at that 90-day mark. Before we get started here, I want to give a shout out to Gangsta Nathan Galloway Sr. Y'all check him out. He's got a YouTube channel, man. He does some good videos. He's another Landstar driver, running step deck now, but he's got some good videos, some good information. He's a cool dude. I haven't met him yet. I like his channel. It's been good, but I'm sure I'll see him out here on the road sometime. I'll be looking for you, Gangsta, man. I've been looking for you, but it's all good. We'll run across each other. But so back to it. So 90 days with Landstar. So what Mr. Galloway was telling me is kind of true. I know it's rough at first. What I've seen on his videos and some of the other guys I've watched and followed, they say it's rough at first, man. You got to just stick with it. It'll get better. And they ain't lying. It was rough, man. It's been rough. It's getting better. I mean, not rough like you ain't making no money rough. You're still making money, but that 35% that they cut out of you, man, it's just, God, it gets irritating sometimes. They nickel dime you to death with everything. But you're still making good money, so it is what it is. I wish it was only 25%, but it is what it is. Biggest problem I've been having is, again, like I told y'all before, I think I still only got like 3 loads a week. Now, I'm still putting in miles and I'm still running, but I'm running longer loads. So I'm running loads that are like 1,000, 1,200 miles. They're higher revenue and they seem to be better rates per mile. So I don't run anything under $2 a mile. So I got a number I'm trying to hit in my head. I want to make, at the low end, total revenue $6,000 a week. That's where I'd like to be. My total revenue is $6K a week. And that's before Landstar gets their cut. That's at least. Some weeks are better. Some weeks have been worse. And that's not for Landstar's fault. That's my truck. That's a whole nother story. I've had some issues with the truck. I'll tell you, International, I can't say nothing bad about the truck. I like the truck. Truck's been good. I mean, that's kind of stupid. Well, I'm an idiot, but I can't say something bad. But it's the motor and transmission's been fine. I have the not Volvo. I have the International N13 engine in this thing for the ProStar. It's got 388,000 miles on it. I bought it with 350,000 miles or 355,000 miles on it when I came to Landstar. I just bought it and only ran it with Landstar. So in 90 days, I've only put like 35,000 miles on it, something like that. May 5th, I think it's when I started with them. I spent the first few days waiting on a trailer. I don't know, so it hasn't really been 90. I mean, technically by their book, it's been 90 days. I haven't been working 90 days. Probably 2 weeks shy of that. But anyway, so the problem with the loads are, like, the rates are down right now. I thought they weren't going to get worse. They've gotten a little worse. But you can still make money. I still don't run anything less than $2 a mile. Florida's gone to crap. Like, I will tell you, you could get paid good. You can find some loads paying them $3. I've got paid $3.25 a mile coming to Florida on some loads. But getting back out, oh gosh, they have like $1.20, $1.30. Hell, I seen something for 92 cents the other day. Like, man, get that out of here. And I hope nobody, don't run that cheap freight, man. You kill all of us with that. So every one driver helps, man. I won't run it. I'll deadhead up to Georgia before I run that. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing. I've been deadheading up to Georgia because I just ain't running it. I ain't running that cheap freight. I'd rather run empty and light up to Georgia, spend a little bit of fuel than haul that cheap freight. So I've been running 3 loads a week. But I'm not doing bad. I mean, I'm still grossing I think on the low end I gross like 5,000. On the high end, my highest one's like 8,500 gross total before Landstar gets their cut. So, and they get that 35% out of the line haul, so it's not bad. I'll give you guys an example right quick on this load I'm on now. So I picked this load up now, just to give you real numbers. This is real numbers, okay? I picked this load up now from Middlefield, Ohio. All right. It's going to Miami, Florida, but it has a stop in Orlando, Florida. It was, they put it in there as 1,241 miles. Well, with the stop, that's straight through to freaking Miami, but it's not straight through to Miami. With the stop in Orlando, it's actually like 1,380, so it's almost 1,400 miles. But the total revenue on the load is $3,525, $3,525. It only weighs 20,000 pounds. It's a drop-in hook. It was a drop-in hook at pickup, drop-in hook at final, live unload for the first stop in Orlando. All right. So that being said, out of the line haul. The line haul is $3,047.95. After Landstar takes their cut, I get $1,981. Plus fuel surcharge is $415, like plus that, and then $50 for stop pay. So we're looking at about $2,450, just over $2,400, maybe $2,420, $2,430, something like that, to the truck. Then you got to take fuel out of that, which I think it's probably going to cost me about $500 maybe in fuel. So $1,900 in my pocket off that one load. That's not bad. I'll take it. So that kind of give you some real numbers on one load. I mean, but that was a good paying load. That one's paying, $280 a mile, something like that. So you're not going to get like that on every load, but there's some good loads to have. This week, total revenue, I think I'll do with that load and the next two on this pay period. I'll do about 8,000, 8,100 in revenue this week, total revenue before Landstar gets their cut. So, and whatever, take everything else out of that. So it's a good week. I can't beat that. I'll tell you guys, man, I almost gave up, man. I almost threw in a towel. I was like, you know what? I'm going to Mercer. I'm going to UPS. I looked at UPS. I talked to Mercer. I was getting frustrated, man. All this nickel and diamond and just killing me. And it's not that. It's these loads, the problem I have with the low bore right now, and I'm learning it, so I'm not giving up. I ain't going nowhere. I'm stuck with Landstar. I like them. It's just certain things that are a little irritating. And I'm being honest with you guys. I'll shoot you straight because everybody wants a real answer. They don't want this candy-coated nonsense. I want to tell you like it is. So there's a couple issues. One, a lot of the loads for the dry van side, we don't have freight like a lot of the freight is like 700-800 miles, right? You can run 6. Even the 700 mile runs, you might be able to do 700 one day if you can hit traffic right and everything. You should be good, depending on what you run. You should be able to make 700. But here's the problem: say you pick up that load Monday morning, it don't deliver till Wednesday morning. Some of them you can call and see if they'll take it early, but most of the time they won't, for whatever reason. Sometimes they will, and then that's a score. But you kind of, whatever, you're kind of stuck. So you don't need damn near 3 days to run that load. But that's the way it's set up. So it kind of, that part kind of sucks. There's not a whole lot of one-day runs for dry van at all. At least not that I've seen. I did find that I like to stay in the middle of the country, the Midwest. I run Indiana, Iowa, maybe down to Texas, different places. Like those areas, there's good paying freight right now. There's been that way for a few weeks now. I've been trying to stay up there. I've been trying not to come back to Florida because loads coming to Florida, man, you get paid. I get paid good coming to Florida. Getting back out, it's miserable. It's miserable. So I try not to, unless I'm coming home. And then when I come home, I haven't been doing nothing but coming home for a 34-hour reset and then boom, right back out. Just instead of doing it on the road, just doing it at the house. That's mainly because my truck's been giving me a little hell. So, other than that, man, it's been pretty good. Can't complain. There's only one other issue I had. I'll tell you right now, heads up. When I started here, they told me in orientation that when you go through the Easy Pass, or when you go through like the turnpikes and stuff, go through the Easy Pass lane. They'll take a picture of your plate. They'll bill you, and then Landstar takes it out of your check. Now, let me grab a drink real quick. Sorry, guys. So Landstar takes it out of your check, right? That's not entirely true. So yeah, you go through the Easy Pass lane. Like, I'll give you an example. I went through Pennsylvania Turnpike. One day, there was 4 toll plazas I went through. And I went through the Easy Pass, and which I don't have an Easy Pass. So I let them bill me by plate, because that's what I thought they were going to do. Well, they did. But they charge you a toll violation every time you do that. And it's like $100 to $150 toll violation on top of your toll. So for those 4 stops, 4 toll plazas, I had to pay a total of $691 and some change. That's crazy. One toll was $297. Are you kidding me? So the thing that irritates me about that the most is Landstar got that and they just paid the bill. They took the money out of my check, they just paid the bill. No one thought to look like, and this don't seem right, man. It's $297 for one toll. One? I'm not driving a damn train through the toll booth. I mean, I'm not pulling triple 53s. I don't know. I don't understand. So why not, when you see a number that big, to me, why don't you call the BCO and be like, hey, what's going on here? Because we got a toll bill for you for $297 for one toll. Tell me. And, but no, they just pay it, whatever. But anyway, so I got that taken care of. I'm still waiting for Landstar to get my money back to me, but I called Pennsylvania and took care of it myself. Got it all straight, and I ended up, out of $691, I paid $25.10. So the rest of it was toll violations that they're sending back to me. So that's good. Other than that, I said I've been having some issues with the truck. Engine, transmission, everything's been fine with the truck. The only problem I've been having is the DEF system. Oh, man, it's driving me nuts. So I've had some electrical issues. It's been acting weird. It gave me a stop engine light. It's given me the stop engine light and gone into D-rate mode. Severe D-rate, like 2 miles an hour. 6 times? 6 times? Yeah. And road service on every one of them until the last one. I finally got to a shop to do it instead of having road service. But it's been doing weird stuff, man. Like, so I would, it would get the stop engine light like this last time. It got the stop, well, not the last time, but one of the times it gave me the stop engine light, I was in Evansville, Indiana. I called the closest shop. It was Boss Shop. They came out, they hooked up the computer to it. Well, they can't read the codes because you have to have international software. But you should have told me that to begin with. So he tried to force a regen on the system. It was showing that it was regenning, but it wasn't idling up. So something was screwy with the computer. He couldn't figure it out. Finally, after trying that for a little while, he's like, look, man, you're going to have to get it towed to international. So I went ahead and paid him his $300 that they charged me just to do absolutely nothing. Garbage. But he left. So I called a tow truck. While I was on the phone with them, I turned the key on to get the mileage off the truck. I noticed the stop engine light wasn't on no more. I had a check engine light, but not stop engine light. So I started the truck up. No stop engine light anymore. So I told the tow truck company, never mind, cancel it. I'll call you if I need you. I picked up my triangles. I drove from Evansville, Indiana, back to Florida. No problem. So I was like, well, I don't know. That's the weirdest thing I ever seen. I have no idea. No clue. So without there being a check engine light or anything on, I was like, well, maybe it just freaked out. I don't know. So again, I went back out on the road. About 5 days later, it did it again. Man. So it did this quite a few times. Nobody could figure out what the heck is going on. Till the last time I did it in Kenly, North Carolina. I was at a Boss Shop there. At a mom and pop truck stop close the next exit up from that TA. They finally figured out my DEF system, the doser injector valve. Nobody ever looked. The doser injector valve, I guess, was spraying DEF fluid. The gasket was bad. and it was spraying DEF fluid all over the outside of the exhaust system. It wasn't making it into the exhaust system like it was supposed to. The gasket was shot and it was spraying it everywhere. So luckily they were kind enough to take me to the Cummins place, because I have a Cummins EGR system. So they took me to the Cummins place to get the new part, so I didn't have to pay the upcharge, which is good, because this was $500 for this stupid part. Now I'm gonna show you this stupid little bastard. Sorry, pardon me. It pisses me off. This is doser injector. Some call it a doser injector, some call it just a doser valve, doser sensor, however you want to call it. So it's a sensor on here. This has got a sensor. This is where your DEF fluid goes in. So this sits like this in the exhaust pipe down there. Now this has 2 lines on it, 3 lines. This right here is for the DEF fluid, DEF fluid. One of these is for your fuel, and one of them is for coolant. Runs through this. And then this is what squirts the DEF fluid into your exhaust system. If you look at the end of that, you see how bad it is, and the metal is ate up. It's not supposed to be that center part in there, the silver part that you kind of see, is supposed to be sticking out. All that metal is ate up. That DEF fluid ate it completely. It ate the bottom of it and rusted it and corroded it. I mean, it's bad. So I bought the new one. It cost me $500 for this stupid thing new. Put it in. So far, I haven't had any problems. It's been a week now. No problems. The truck's been regenning fine. Hopefully that resolved the problem, because I'm sick and tired of paying these road service guys. But yeah, that's that little piece of crap right there. Let's see, what else? Other than that, no other issues. Everything's been good. Sorry this is such a long video. You guys got any questions, hit the like, subscribe button down that bad boy. Hit the bell. You'll get a notification when I upload another video. Any questions, and feel free, give me a shout, ask me. Some of the guys, one guy asked me about international, how bad it is. I can't say nothing, that system sucks, but I will say, if you're going to get an international, get the Cummins. Try and get the one with the Cummins engine. Everybody says that. My engine's fine. I don't have a problem with the engine. It's the Cummins EGR system that's giving me a freaking problem. But I don't know. I like the truck, though. I got a steal of a deal on it. That's why I had to buy it, man. I'll shoot you guys straight. Here's the deal. My truck had 355,000 miles on it when I bought it, okay? It was an old Hirschbach truck. I paid $32,000 for the truck. Good deal. I don't care what engine it is. And realistically, I don't really care what I drive. As long as it's clean, that's my thing, clean. I don't care if it says Prius on the back of that son of a bitch. As long as it doesn't break down and it makes me money, that's all I care about, man. That's all that matters to me. But yeah, anyway, y'all have any questions, anything you want me to make a video on, feel free, give me a shout. Yeah, any other questions, let me know. Anyone that's interested in a company called Transport Enterprise Lease, I'm gonna make a video on them soon too. I'm not too pleased with them. They do a lease purchase. That's where I was at before I came to Landstar. I did a lease purchase from them, and I leased it to another company called TTMS, Total Transportation Mississippi. That's where I was at before. But anyway, y'all give me a shout, hit the like, subscribe button down there, and I'll talk to y'all soon, man. Keep the rubber side down. Y'all stay safe out there. See ya.